Hi, and welcome to today's practice. Today will be a short and sweet class for pelvic floor health and hips in general. Today for class, I recommend having a block. If you don't have a block, then a thick book can work, or anything that can be nice and sturdy like this. And today we'll get started on our backs. Finding a comfortable position for you. You can have your legs out long or your knees bent and your feet walking in towards your torso. Your arms can reach up above your head or rest down by your sides. And just taking these first few moments to ground down, feel your back body resting against the earth. Maybe this is the first time today that you've intentionally laid down. And felt the earth beneath your body. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to your belly or one hand to your belly and heart, just to physically connect your body and your breath. Just simply notice, how are your inhales, how are your exhales, how and where are they moving throughout your body. And today we're going to be focusing on our pelvic floor, so we'll work with the Mula Bandha, which is the pelvic lock. So to activate that bandha, you're going to want to imagine bringing your pubis up into your belly button. So it's kind of a funky sentiment, but imagine that you're squeezing your pubis like it's a muscle. It is a muscle, kind of. Squeezing it and then release. So as you inhale for now, we're going to squeeze, locking Mula Bandha, and exhale, release. Inhale, lock, exhale, release. Inhale, lock, and maybe without even any movement happening from the surface, you might feel your lower back softening into the mat. Continuing this practice just for a few more breaths, locking and release, locking and release. Lock, let go, lock, let go. And on your next inhale, we'll start to move our pelvis forward and back. So as you inhale, press your hip bones forward. You might not see anything on the surface, but you will feel it opening the little gap in your low back. And as you exhale, lock the bandha, closing the gap between the mat and your back and bringing your pelvis backwards. So pressing the pelvis forwards, bringing the pelvis back. Forward and back. And while it might not feel or look like much, this is great for starting to warm up our pelvic floors. kind and gentle to our low back. And the next time the small of your back reaches the earth, we'll take our block and put it between your thighs, letting your head rest down by your sides. Wait, what? Sorry. Let your head rest back down on the mat. Bring your palms down by your sides. And as you inhale, press your hips up to the sky, squeezing all that is your pelvis, squeezing the block between your thighs. And as you exhale, slowly lower back down and release. So this time as you inhale, and once you get to the top, lock the pelvis, squeeze the block, feeling all this tightness and strength between your thighs and in your hips and your pelvis. And slowly lower down on the exhale, release. You might feel a really nice release in your pelvic floor. And continue with this breath. Inhale, lift up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release and lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Feeling that strength and power in your lower body. And exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up, hold, squeeze, exhale, lower, and release. Inhale, lift up, power, strength, exhale, lower down. One last time, and we're going to hold at the top, squeezing and locking that Mula Bandha, feeling your glutes engage. Really try your best to press your hip bones up towards the sky. And if you'd like, you can reach your hands back up above your head, either resting the hands down or hovering the fingertips just for a little bit more activation. Feeling your leg muscles engage. And from here, you can always lower down, of course. If you want, you can come up onto the tippy toes, so lifting the heels up and lower the heels. So inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Continuing to engage your core, engage that pelvic lock. And 5, 4. Keep on squeezing that block. 2 and 1. Lower your heels down and then slowly lower the hips down, releasing that lock of the pelvis. Just taking a moment to disengage everything except for your breath. Feeling the earth beneath you. Allow yourself to embrace and bask in this moment of rest. And on your next inhale, bring your hands out to a T with your palms facing down. And then bring your knees up into a 90-degree position, readjusting the block as needed. And taking a big inhale here, and as you exhale, lower your knees over to the right, hovering them. And inhale through center, exhale, hover over to the left. Inhale through center, keep on squeezing that block. Exhale over to the right, hover. Inhale through center, exhale over to your left. Inhale through center, exhale over to your right and hover. for 3, 2, 1, and release the knees down. Your gaze can go over to your left just to take a moment to rest in a twist. Remember to keep on breathing. At the bottom of your exhale, mentally prepare for on the next inhale to gently bring the knees back through center. Exhale here. Inhale and exhale. Gently lower the knees over to the left and hover for 3, 2, 1, and release down. Gaze can go over to your right. And just breathe. At the bottom of the exhale, mentally prepare to inhale, lift your knees back up. You can take the block out from under you for a second and just freely move here if you want to make circles with the knees or open your knees out to the side. Rock side to side. And whenever you're ready, you can rock the length of your spine however many times you need to come up to a seat. Just to press up and walk forward to sit on your heels. Just for a moment, for a little toe stretch moment. Allowing yourself to pause before we go into some more movement. And take a big inhale. Sweep your arms up to the sky. And exhale, lean over to your left. Side body stretch, come through center. Inhale here and exhale. Stretch to the other side. Inhale the arms up and exhale your arms down. Feel free to circle your neck a few times. Be nice and gentle with yourself. And whenever you're ready, slowly coming into a tabletop position. Here's an opportunity for you to flow freely, move with your eyes closed, and just be as free as you possibly could be, circling the hips, circling the chest and torso, getting your wiggles out. Taking 3 more full breaths wherever you are. And when you feel ready, meet in a neutral tabletop position and let us flow through some cat-cows. So as you inhale, lower your belly, tilt the pelvis up and back. Maybe even your gaze goes up. You can tuck your toes if you'd like here. And as you exhale, cat the back, really press the earth beneath your palms and round your spine as much as you can. Inhale for cow. Let this be some nice articulated movement. Feeling the pubis and pelvis move up and down. And the next time you come through center, take your block and put it between your thighs once again. And from here, tuck your toes, press your forefinger and thumb into the earth, really exaggerating the pad of your hands to protect your wrists. Tuck your toes and inhale fully and exhale to hover your knees. Feeling your core strengthen. As you're hovering your knees, engage in that Mula Bandha and squeezing the block between your thighs. 2 more full breaths here. You got this. And lower your knees. We'll do this 2 more times. So if you'd like, you can do some cat-cows here in between each hover. And let's get ready for the next round. Tuck your toes, take a big inhale, and exhale, hover. You got this. Hollow out your back. Engage your core, squeeze that block. 2 more breaths, you got this. And exhale, release your knees down. Cat-cow it out. And whenever you're ready, take a full breath in. And exhale, press up to hover. Squeezing that block, engaging the pelvis lock. Block and lock. Really protracting those shoulders, pressing the earth away from you. We're going to hold a little bit longer for this one as it is our last one. Squeeze and hold. You got this. I'm breaking a sweat. 2 more breaths now. And on your next exhale, instead of letting the knees come down, come into a downward facing dog with a block between your legs. This is your feet are a little closer together than usual for a downward facing dog, but notice how nice it feels in the hamstrings and calves. And from here, we're going to stay here for a few breaths and just to activate that Mula Bandha pelvic lock. So take a second to catch your breath, to settle into this posture, really pressing the ground away from you. And take a full breath in. And as you exhale, exhale all the way out. And lock your pelvis and squeeze the block. And we're going to just take a few breaths here. Engage your core, squeeze the block, lock the pelvis. Take a big inhale and exhale, release. As you inhale, come forward into high plank. Pausing here, and allow your next inhale to prepare you to hinge forward, and exhale, lower down into chaturanga, just to plop down onto your belly. Not plop, but gently lower down. You can take the block. Oh, that's a little awkward. Take the block out from underneath your thighs, and we'll walk our forearms in for Sphinx. Just to take a moment of rest here. You can circle your neck again. And gently lower your chest down, walk your hands into little tents off the mat. And inhale, press the chest up. Exhale, lower down, rolling cobra. 2 more times just like that, just to offer some release to our upper back and shoulders. and lower down. Stack your palms on top of one another and just windshield wiper your feet, releasing your low back. And before we move off of our belly, tummy time, we'll just take a moment here to fully breathe into your low back, pelvis, all this special area of our body. We're simply just going to breathe. Just for a few moments. Feel your belly button press into the earth and therefore expanding your breath into your low back, hips, all of this special area in our body. And the next time you exhale, just release. Bring your palms next to your chest, tuck your toes. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, press up and back into downward facing dog, this time with your feet a little bit wider apart, and you can bring your heels over to one side and then the other, walking out your dog. Shake out your head. And take a big inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet to meet at the back of the mat. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like. Just ragdoll here. You can bend your knees and sway side to side. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, gently sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, let them rest by your sides. Pop up onto your tippy toes, and we'll tiptoe to the top of your mat. And release your heels down, open your feet a little bit wider than hips distance, and just circle your hips here. You can close your eyes and be fluid and free. Circling the torso, circle your hips. And whenever you're ready, find a neutral. Whoa, okay, wait, I forgot. A very important part. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet at the top of your mat and let us flow through a round of classical sun salutation, just to once again reiterate the importance of our hips. So inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold, hinge your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, release the right knee down. And inhale, arms up overhead or keeping them down, whatever feels good. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, arms by your side. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step left foot back. And inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes through. Arms go up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Come up onto your tippy toes. And exhale, release down. From here, open your feet a little bit wider than the edge of your mat. Bring your block behind your heels, just in case. And inhale your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands into heart center and gently lower your hips all the way down into Malasana squat. And this is when your block can come in handy if this is too uncomfortable for you, or if you'd like a little extra support. And we will just pass a few breaths here, feeling our hips. And once again, engage your core if you can, and engage that Mula Bandha as you, like after your inhale. So inhale, engage, exhale, release. You might feel your hips loosening with every cycle of your breath. Just taking 2 more full cycles of your breath here. Inhale fully and exhale. Take your block and gently settle the hips down. Bring your hands behind your hips and gently just windshield wiper your knees left and right until your knees come over to the right. Press your right palm into the earth and reach your left fingertips up as you press your pelvis forward. And exhale, lower your hips down and switch over to the left side. Left hand presses down, right fingertips reach up. Bon Jovi guitar solo. And exhale, release down. And before we come to rest on our backs, one last engagement with our block. So bring your block between your thighs and we'll come into boat pose. So a few options here. You can do this without the block if the block makes it too complicated. Arms up, arms forward, knees bent or knees straight. The opportunities are endless. So let us take a full inhale and exhale. Come into your boat pose, squeezing the blocks, engaging your core. 3 more full breaths here. Engage, engage, engage. Take a full breath in and exhale. You can release your feet down to the earth and slowly roll down until your head reaches the earth. Take a moment to pause here, coming back to where we started. And before we go to Shavasana, one last little hip engagement. So coming into a figure 4 stretch, bring your right foot to cross over your left knee. And just take a few breaths here. If you'd like, you can bring the shape inwards, holding onto the back of your thigh or the front of your shin. Maybe even rock side to side to give your low back a little bit of love. Take a big inhale and exhale. Release your left foot down. And just one last engagement of our psoas major. Really keeping your hips as square as they possibly can be. You can bring your, actually keep your hands where you can find them. That doesn't make sense, but we're going to try to engage, lift our right foot off of the left knee. So it's kind of hard, but it will have great benefits for your pelvic floor health. So just take 5 seconds of pressing your hand, or if the foot feels far away from you, you can press the block into your right foot. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release back into that figure 4 stretch. And then same thing here, but I think I need to use the block. Taking your right hand this time to engage with the right knee. So imagine that you're pressing your right knee and right hand into each other. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Notice how much deeper you can get into the stretch. And one last time, hug the shape inwards, just to give yourself a nice reward for all of your hard work. Oh. Take a big inhale here and exhale. Hug both knees into your chest before we switch to the other side. And cross your left foot over the right knee. Stay here if that feels good, or hug the shape in and rock side to side. Dang, that feels good. And release your right foot down. Take your block and with your right hand, or with your left, I don't know, whichever hand feels more comfortable, and try to lift your left foot off of the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo. And now left hand to left knee and press into each other for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and hug the shape in to your body for just a breath or two more. Take one big inhale here and exhale. Release and hug your knees into your chest, or maybe even a happy baby could be yummy here. I like to rock the baby and kick the baby, straightening one leg and then the other. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. Take 1 or 2 more breaths, doing whatever shapes that you may need to get ready for our final rest, our Shavasana. And for Shavasana, whatever pose feels good for you, whether maybe you want to have your legs in reclined butterfly, this Shavasana, or legs out long. Wherever you feel the most comfortable. Allow your eyes to close down. And release any holdings that you have going on. Let your breath just exist naturally. Let your body reach down towards the earth as gravity would want it to. No more squeezing, no more locks. Just open, free, flowing energy. And allow these next few moments to be just for you, to rest and digest, which is always very well deserved. free to do so. If you'd like to come out of it, slowly start to draw some deeper breaths into your body, noticing how the sparkles move all within you as you breathe. With your next inhale, perhaps inviting some gentle movements into your fingers or toes. Next inhale, maybe you reach your hands up overhead for a big morning stretch. Take a big inhale here and exhale. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock onto one side that feels comfortable for you, taking a pause there. Whenever you're ready, gently press up into a comfortable seat. And keep your eyes closed and just observe how your body and breath are doing. How has this practice felt for you? And I invite you to bring one hand to your belly and the other to your heart, to connect your body and breath once again, and to close out our practice with some gratitude. First, saying thank you to your bodies and your breath for bringing you through all walks of life. Just take a moment to breathe into that. And gently bring your hands into prayer before your forehead to extend that gratitude outwards, thinking of someone or something that you are grateful for. As a reminder to always have grateful thoughts. Lower your hands before your lips to always have kind and grateful words. And lower your hands down before your heart to have an open, loving, and grateful heart always. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.